Can you imagine darkness that you not only you cannot see, but you can't move? What does this mean? We'll focus on it in a moment. Maybe we're going to have to put on some night goggles. But let's first say thank you to Hashem for the revealed and the open and the bright miracles. מזמן לסויד אורילה דנו כל הארץ עבדו וסעדנו בשמחה בואי לפניו בנון הדוק עדנו אליהם הוא עשנו ולא אנחנו נמצא מריסוי בואי ישרו בסויד אחד רויסו וסילה הוידה לבח שמוי כתוי ועדנו אלוהים חסדוי וידוי ודוי אמון הסוי. And let's give some tzedakah with our prayers for the well-being of all our dear brothers and sisters wherever in the world they are. So in the parsha of this week, we started reading Shabbos afternoon by Mincha, we find the last 3 of the 10 plagues. The one before the last one, the 9th plague, that is, darkness. And the pasuk says the following: Vayet Moshe es yoda al hashemayim. Moshe Rabbeinu stretched forth his hand, I guess the right hand, toward the heavens. And then Vayichoshech hafele b'chol eretz Mitzrayim. There was thick darkness over the entire land of Egypt for 3 days. He raised his hand and he closed the switch. What does that mean? And then it says, people could not see each other. And no one rose from his place for 3 days. But all the Jewish people, there was light in their dwellings. Let's analyze this for a moment. They couldn't see each other. He just said there was darkness. Now, we realize if it's dark, you cannot see anybody. What does it mean you didn't see your brother? And what does it mean they didn't rise from his place for 3 days? So the commentators explain that it was a kind of a thickness. The darkness, it's not because they couldn't see, they couldn't get up. You can get up if it's dark. You might not see where you're going, but you can get up, you can move around. No, they couldn't move. It was so paralyzing that they actually couldn't move. Okay? But what's the idea? What is it telling us? What is the message? And we spoke about that each one of those plagues had to give us a message. To ask the Jewish people going towards receiving the Torah, we needed here a certain message from the darkness. The Torah tells us the following. A person might think, I've seen the light. I know it. I understand it. I have it figured out. To me, things are clear that what I do is the right thing. But sometimes we can be so set in our ways that we don't see anyone else. I don't see my own brother. They didn't see their own brother. They were so focused on their own self, so to say, they didn't see their brothers. And they were so paralyzed, they couldn't move. God is telling the Jewish people, you're coming to receive the Torah. You're going to become a new nation. See your brother. See what somebody else says, thinks, shares, expresses, needs. Don't sit on your position. Be willing to give up your seat, so to say, for someone else. Be willing to give up your own certainties and hear what others have to say. That's what light is all about. But here's a further interesting point. Our sages have a discussion. when the Torah says that for the Jewish people there was light in their place, does it mean where they lived, or does it mean all over? Here's the point. It doesn't mean only where they lived. It means even where the Egyptians lived. The Jewish people had that capability. And our task today is to bring light into where it's dark, into where there is Egyptian darkness. We have that responsibility to bring the light. This is the light that will eventually illuminate the entire world, the light of Mashiach, the light of truth, the light of redemption. And please Hashem, today would be just perfect to switch on those bulbs.